Okay, we're going to work on a real world problem. This says a group of tourists visits an art museum. The admission is $13 for each adult and $7 for each child. There are 10 adults and 18 children in the group. How much do they pay all together? Take it away, Mr. Camuel.
Thank you. Well, the first thing that I would do is when I'm looking at my problem, I'm trying to find out the vital information first. I see that the admission is $13 for each adult, $7 for each child. There's 10 adults and 18 children in the group. So how much do they pay all together? So what I like to do first is take some of my valuable information and put kind of above my problem. I have $13 for each adult. So I'm just going to kind of write $13 for adult and $7 for a child. So I have this. I'm going to use some color because this is one thing that I push with the kids is try to color code things so they can see. Not just to color, but just so they can see things. It says that there are 10 adults in this group and that there are 18 children in this group. Now, some kids may just want to add and add and add and add, but as we know, the quick way to add is to multiply. The first thing that we should do is we should take the $13 and we should times this by the 10 adults. Notice that I am labeling things as we go along within the problem. Labeling is huge. Now, from the patterns of multiplication, we should know that we have 10 times 13, which is going to give us 130. This is going to be the price for the adults. I need to hang on to this for later, so sometimes I'll put a star. We now know that we have so many children going on this trip. So I have 18 children, and it's going to cost them $7 a piece. That's going to be their price. 8 times 7 is 56. 7 times 10 is 70, plus 50 more will make it 120. So I have $126, and that's the price for the children. I have two pieces of information now. Notice that I have labeled. Notice that I've tried to keep it orderly. The final question, if I go back to my question, is going to be how much do they pay altogether? Now the key about altogether is bells should go off in my head. Altogether means that we are going to add. So I'm going to take my $130 for my adults and I'm going to add it to the $126 for my children. 6 plus 0 is 6, 20 plus 30 is 50, and 100 plus 100 is 200. Do not forget my dollar sign, and we are going to pay $256 for every one. And that is one way to do a word problem.